This is 36 Views, a series in which I share an entire roll of film on a specific location or subject. Today's film is Kodak TMAX 400, pushed 2 stops. The entire roll of film was shot in Kaohsiung, in Taiwan, on an Olympus OM1 using a 28 and a 50mm OM lens. So my initial thought was that I wanted a film stock that delivered punchy and contrasty images straight out of camera. And I thought the best way to get that look from reading about the different film stocks, because I'm still quite new to film photography in general and I'm still quite new to black and white film stocks. So I thought I need to experiment with pushing a black and white film stock and seeing what I get out of it. So I opted with TMAX because I've shot TMAX before and it already delivered quite a contrasty look for me and quite punchy blacks. So I thought if I push that stock, it might give me the look that I'm going for. So I loaded up my film, set my ISO on my Olympus and got out to shoot. And I started to realise that every time I've gone out to shoot black and white film, I completely look at the world in a different way than when I'm shooting colour. And it's probably the way that you should look at the world anyway when shooting colour, because you really look for the light and the shadow in one frame, in a way, if you will. So I'm looking for where the shadow meets the light, or where somebody's silhouette is amongst the highlights in the background, or where there's a lot of dark on one side of the image and a lot of highlights in the other side of the image, or where the sun is casting a light across the shadow somewhere. So I started to realise that actually I should be looking at the world in this way anyway when shooting, and I think my colour images would probably come back a lot better. It's not to say that I don't like my colour images, but I do think that when learning photography we should probably learn from black and white, because we start to see the different tones and the brightness in the image, because not all shots are going to come back completely black and white. You can look at a scene and think that, oh, there's red, there's blues, there's lights, there's shadows, but actually depending on the brightness of those colours, you have no idea whether it's going to come back bright or dark. And a lot of the time you could get a lot of greys in the image, and that's not really the look that I'm going for when I shoot black and white. My next black and white film stock video is going to be Tri-X being pushed to 1600, pushing it 2 stops, because I've heard that that's what Daido Moriyama used to do, and I'd really like to try and create an in-camera look, or stylistically in camera like him. I don't expect my images to be anywhere near the quality of his, and I don't expect it to be anything like his images. I just want to see if that look can be achieved straight out of camera, and just to kind of experiment with different film stocks and experiment with different projects, just to see what images I can create. So I hope you liked the video. Please let me know what your favourite image is in the comments, and if you'd like to see a certain film stock that I haven't covered on this channel, please let me know. Thanks for watching.